know who IGN is catering to besides like their
Nerdrotic and that
own.
bunch of dopes.
Yeah, they have to be at this point.
Their own egos, I guess.
Quite
Yeah,
possibly.
gotta be. So I added a few.
Oh,
Just
you
for
did? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
just for
All right.
gits and shiggles.
I see one that you forgot.
What did I forget?
Yeah.
The Amazing
Howard the
Spider-Man's
Duck?
not on here.
Yes, it is.
The second one is, but the first one's not.
The first one should be. Did I
Yeah,
not
where the
drag
fuck
it
is
in?
Howard the Duck, man?
Did I not drag it in there?
No, the second one's right there next to X2, but the first one's not on here.
Huh, it should be.
Nope.
Huh.
Well,
All right,
yeah.
Darren.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I see Spider-Man 2,
Hold on. It did not pop up when I
but
thought I
don't
dragged it to
see
my computer.
I don't see Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3 wasn't here because he added it at the end of last time. It's gone too.
Didn't we
Oh.
rank that already?
No.
No, we ranked the first one.
Oh,
No, you need to add Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3, I just saw. Why isn't it? It shouldn't have disappeared.
That's weird.
Who's in here touching my computer at night?
Who's left that has access?
Darren. Hey, but I will say, the Amazing Spider-Man.
Go ahead.
I wish they would have stuck with the first suit. I love the suit from the first movie. I love it more than the other. It was different. It was all, as Marvel likes to say, it was all new, all different.
That look for Spider-Man sucked.
What? Why?
The all new, all different look for Spider-Man in the comics was terrible.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one for the Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Which one was it for Spider-Man? What was his suit from All New, All Different?
So it had like it had like the green glow around the spider emblem, and there was like little green light lines weaving into where the black webbing would be.
Yeah,
if that
That's
rings a bell.
right. Yeah, that's kind of a goofy one. Yeah.
Okay, so it is 6:32. This will turn into another two-parter.
At least.
So what is this? Is this the first Blade?
Yep, first Blade.
First Blade is goated for me. It's going in S. I love the first Blade movie.
For me, it's an S as well. First ever hardcore film I ever saw as a kid.
There you go. Yeah, this is the first R-rated movie I ever saw.
Whoa.
And this, no.
That's a take.
Get that out of the way.
It's a good movie, but it's not better than No Way Home.
This movie, right down here, this made all the other Marvel movies possible. The first one that proved that these can actually be successful, and they did it with a C-list character at the time.
Yep.
Love the Hong Kong martial arts approach that they took to the cinematography. I think Wesley Snipes is great. I think Chris Christopherson's great. They got Donald Logan in this movie too. This movie's a blast from start to finish. I'm going S.
I'm gonna go A. I'm a fan of the second one, but I really do like the second one a lot. That's kind of where my love for Blade really peaks. But I think the first one's good. Like, I don't disagree with anything Jake said, but I just think like on the whole, like the first movie is really good. But even then, there are just some things where it just kind of maybe takes a minute or two to get through. But other than that,
are you out of your damn mind?
yeah, right. But it's good. It's really good. But I would put it in A. Same with Spider-Man 1. I just like the sequels more to both these movies.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Ronan?
I'm gonna go with A. Share similar sentiments to Phil. But again, as I said, Blade wasn't a big part of my childhood. It came later on, but I appreciate the significance that this did for Marvel, especially during that time. Imagine for a lot of folks. Remember, go back in history. Look at what was happening to Marvel at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just declared bankruptcy.
Yep. Spider-Man got sold to Sony for $7 million.
And look at how much Disney bought Marvel for.
Yep. And then they went and bought Fox. But they're smart. They can play the long game with Spider-Man. Like, they don't
Yeah.
have to. They're not the ones who has to worry about anything.
Yeah. Wish Universal was a little bit smarter, but it's a different story.
So it's a S.
3 S's, 2 A's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an S.
Okay, so then we have the Ang Lee Hulk film. I don't hate this film. I give it an A. It's a product of its time. I loved the comic booky, like, transition aspects.
The panels, yeah.
The panels. The Hulk, the Gamma Dogs were inspired. The Gamma Dogs were inspired, and I love Eric Bana in the role too. I thought he was a good Bruce Wayne. I thought he was really good
Bruce Wayne?
Bruce Banner. What am I talking about? I thought he was really good. Bruce Banner.
Lance, what are you smoking
Banner!
over there?
I also love the fact that this Hulk doubled in size the angrier it got. Like, I love that attention to detail. And also, this game for this movie was freaking goated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Back in the day. So, yeah,
Oh, Lord.
it's an A for me. I
The game
love
was
this.
great. That's a lot of you.
Taladia's like, I'm going to rip this fucking movie apart.
I'm just gonna give this a. I'm gonna give this a B, to be honest.
It's nicer than I thought he'd be.
Yeah, I can't really be that mean. I mean, for a first Hulk film, it was like, for its time, it was good, but not that brilliant. So B.
Fair enough. I'm kind of singing a similar tune to Lance on this one. I've always had a fondness for this movie. They showed you, what you would do if you essentially did a psychological take on the Hulk, which none of the other live action versions of Hulk have really done to that degree. Again, I liked the comic panels. I know people hated them, but I enjoyed them. Thought Eric Bana was definitely good in the role. Thought he was a hell of a lot better than Edward Norton. And
there's a take.
yeah, and Ang Lee is also a filmmaker that I really, really like. I like a lot of his work, and you can see some elements from his past movies brought into this one with some, green Hulk candy coating on it. So I'll give this one an A.
Yeah, well, guys, I'm going to be brutally honest.
Well,
I haven't seen this movie since it came out in the theater. I have not rewatched this movie since it came out in the theater.
So
I have.
22 years.
Okay, so here's my memory of this movie. It's the actual watching the movie with my friend and his family. And here's the irony. We always talk about growing up and being a fan of, the Spider-Man show, the X-Men. Well, there's also Iron Man, Incredible Hulk. They also had TV shows as well.
Yep. Fantastic Four also.
So this was 2003, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I would have been 11, and my friend Zach and we went to see this movie because his younger brother had just discovered the Hulk TV show.
The cartoon or the Lou Ferrigno one?
I think the cartoon. Because he was always watching Sonic and Disney and a bunch of other stuff. So it came on in circulation, right? And he had Hulk hands. He was like getting to be a Hulk fan. So we go to the movie theater, sit down, watch the movie. Banner turns into Hulk. And Zach's little brother just starts like freaking out. Like he just starts losing it. Like he's not having a good time, dude. Because Zach and I are 11. He couldn't have been no more than like 7 or 8. And so like
was losing it.
my memories of this movie are watching my friend's little brother kind of freak out watching this movie because he liked the Hulk, but he didn't expect like it to be like, from what I remember, I think it's just kind of fine. So I'm probably going to go with like a D or a C. I think the Hulk is way too over proportionate. Like he's just kind of a giant CGI monster. But yeah, it's fine. Sam Elliott's in it, and and he's, Thunderbolt Ross, and it's
Jennifer
fine.
Connelly.
Yeah.
Jennifer Connelly, right? She's
Connelly
great
too.
too. Banner does what he does. It's fine, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna go with a C. I have more funnier memories of watching the movie than actually the movie itself. So I'm gonna go with C.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with C as well. I don't hate it, but I just go, wow, that is very much a 2000, whenever the fuck movie that came out. Like,
Agree, yeah.
yeah, I remember liking him transforming it, and again, this was before the Edward Norton one, which I do really like, and it was weird because Sam Elliott as General Ross, I'm like, okay, he feels like the general that's chasing the Hulk, and Jennifer Connelly, I'm like, all right, I could buy her as Betty and whatnot. All right, cool. I don't know, and again, it has to do a lot has to do with the editing. Some of you guys like the panel stuff. Wasn't really my cup of tea. And again, I for sure thought that, okay, we can't get Mark Ruffalo in Deadpool Wolverine because of the scheduling or whatever have you. I for sure thought they were going to bring Eric Bana as Hulk in it, and be like,
I was
okay,
hoping
that
for
is
it. I was
that is
hoping
a
for it.
that is a deep cut, and I salute you for doing that swing. And who knows, maybe that might still happen in Doomsday or Secret Wars. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got one more shot.
Yeah, this is very much a film of its time. I don't hate it, but I do not love it. And yeah, Nick Nolte, his stuff. I'm a Nick Nolte fan as an actor, but that was a swing and that was a choice. Him biting the cable, him molding into all the different stuff, the Gamma Dogs. Even as a kid, I was like, I don't think that's from the comics or from the cartoons. I was like, okay, that's probably somebody came up with that idea, and okay, someone got a raise, I guess. So yeah, I'll go see.
So 2 A's, 2 C's, and a B.
I think that firmly plants it in B
That's fair.
or a very
I gotta
high
admit,
C.
I know a lot of people don't like that first X-Men movie. The fact that the Hulk is higher than the first X-Men, I think that's blasphemy. I think. Personally.
I will agree.
Maddie with a 79 cent. That would be cent still, I think.
79 pence.
Pounds.
79 pound super chat. Thank you, sir.
Pound
And with that, I think we have reached. I think we've exceeded the goal actually. So yeah,
There you go.
There you go.
let me mentally prepare myself. Appreciate it, but let me mentally prepare myself for Inhumans. What have I gotten myself into? Jesus.
To be fair, I voted for Gotham Knights rewatch.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Next up is
If
The
there was-
Punisher.
If there was one Scott Buck show you were going to rewatch, I would not have wanted it to be that one.
Oh, that's right, Scott Buxby. Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely not the one I'd want to watch either.
What?
So at least it's only one season.
Iron Fist season 1.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Out of the two, Iron Fist is the good one.
Yeah,
Season 2.
it's saying something too. Oh man, holy shit.
Yeah. What is that? Thomas Jane's Punisher?
Yes,
Yes.
because Punisher Warzone is down a ways.
Yeah, and that's Ray, right?
Correct. This is Thomas Jane.
Is this the one with Kevin Nash in it? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, the one with Kevin Nash is the one with Thomas Jane. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is another one that had a kick-ass video game made off of it.
Lance.
Huh?
Are you
Oh,
gonna rate?
Sorry,
Anyone
I'm not-
home?
I haven't. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just got the like Tosh sent me something, and it's like it's from one of those like fan page sites, and far be it for me to say somebody is like not bright, but fall TV shows, they always have a winter hiatus.
Yeah.
Right.
Why is it news that Grey's Anatomy is going to air the first 6 episodes from like October 9th to November 20th, and then
Yeah.
the remaining 11 episodes are going to air in 2026? That always happens. So why is this newsworthy?
Yeah.
Slow
That's-
news day, I guess.
Weird.
Nah,
Very
that was,
weird.
that was dumb. That was dumb. That's funny. I just told like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's not news. That happens all the time.
Yeah, no
But no, I
shit.
have not seen Thomas Jane's Punisher.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, okay, okay. For me, it would have to be on between A and B. So I've seen it, and I gotta say, yeah, for me, it has to be a B. Yeah, if I had to choose.
Okay. Um, this is one I haven't seen in a long time. But
Rebecca Romaine's in it too.
yeah, and if I remember correctly, so is John Travolta.
Rebecca Romaine Lettuce.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
yes, he plays Howard Saint.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I will say that scene where he fucking gives Saint his due towards the end of that movie was damn satisfying. Um, but for a Punisher movie, I thought it was solid, not the best thing in the world, but also not the worst. Um, I'd probably say B.
I have a really, really big love for this movie because I just really like Thomas Jane in the role, and I like how. God, this is gonna make me sound like a fucking hypocrite, but I like how what this movie is it is an action film under the pastiche of a Punisher story. And in that way, some of the actiony elements of this movie can come off kind of tropey, corny, very just like kind of by the book. But I think the fact that it's like it's a Punisher story about Frank Castle, he loses his family. He literally gets like, black and white pistols, and he gets the skull shirt and everything. And like, he lives in the apartment. He's got like the decked out car and all. Like, I just thought the movie was having fun. And I've always really liked it. I don't know. Like I got a soft spot for it. I'd probably give it an A.
Fair enough. Ronan.
I'm gonna go B. This one I remember like liking parts of it for the most part, and I remember for the longest time, especially during the MCU era when it started, it was like only Thomas Jane could be Punisher. That is it. And then even when John I think got casted, people were like just Thomas Jane, which says a lot about how much of that movie, regardless how
Yep.
good it is or whatnot, how much he became the Punisher when I like Ray Winstone's
Ray Stevenson.
Ray Stevenson, Jesus. Ray Stevenson's taken one out, which was off
Who
later,
did you
but like
call
Ray
Winston?
Winstone. Yeah, it was fun and again very much from its era. Yeah, I'll go B.
So where does that land it?
Well, you hadn't seen it. Taladia said B. Jake said B. I said A. Ronan said B. So probably B.
A high B.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Spider-Man 2.
Oh,
S
this
all
this
day.
yeah,
I
this is
love
easy.
This is
I love
easy.
Spider-Man 2. Like Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, the story in general. I love it. I love it. S all day.
For me, it's an S because the story was brilliant. Alpha Molina's portrayal was really well done, and the fact that what's it called? It's the pizza place, right? It's famous now, so
Yeah.
Yep.
and it's like that's crazy. And the guy, Mr. Dickovich, I find him funny as well.
Rent.
So, rent. So,
Rent?
and yeah, so I find him funny, and I love this film, and I know it's going to be re-released as well.
Yep.
The first three films. So
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're re-releasing or they're putting 2.1 out in the theaters, which they've never done before.
yeah,
Yep.
so I'm going to be
Yeah.
going to check that out. So, but yeah, for me, it's an S straight up off the bat. So
Hi, what's hi? Can I spend it? Anyway, yeah, like the others have said, you guys knew this was going to happen with me. I fucking love this movie. just as much as the first one. I just prefer the first one a little bit more, but I can't say that this one is really any worse because there's every argument to be made that it's better. Um, you know, they just how movie making technology changed in 2 years made this movie superficially better. They had gotten better on the action. That entire train sequence still one of the best action sequences in a comic movie, from
Mhm.
not only an action standpoint but also a narrative standpoint. Because one of the best things about any good Spider-Man movie is how the city comes to his aid and treats Spider-Man like one of them. Um, and again, great performance from Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. You can really tell Sam Raimi is leaning into his horror roots here, by making not only him but just the arms themselves into these freaky characters that make your skin crawl. Great soundtrack again, and a pretty satisfying love story. People have debates on where it goes later on, but love this one a bit. I'm going to give it an S, and it had a kick-ass video game made after it.
I don't really know how to follow that up, so I'm just going to say S. This is one of the greatest superhero films ever made.
Yep.
But yeah, the video game is great too, because
Yep.
only because you could fight Rhino and Mysterio in it.
Yeah, and Shocker, and it had Black Cat.
Shocker was in the first game.
He was in both 1 and 2.
Was he in the second game?
Yeah, because you fight him alongside Black Cat.
Why don't I remember this?
Because the villains, it goes Rhino, Mysterio, Shocker, Octopus.
Shocker!
That's why.
I'm
Yep.
chasing to the end of the world.
No, it's to the end of the
I was going to say, Ronan, if you're going to quote it right.
Fuck Earth, my bad.
Yeah, love this movie. And the fucking pizza theme, whenever you're out delivering pizzas, I still have that ingrained in my head.
Pizza time.
So this is going in S.
Well, Ronan didn't go yet, but
Oh, sorry. Go, Ronan. I thought you went.
Ronan's gonna be like F.
Ronan's gonna say I didn't see it.
S tier. S tier. Alfred Molina. I mean, probably my favorite scene outside of the subway one. It's not even a fight scene. It's when him and Peter are talking about science, and then
Yep.
they talk about finding a loved one and like
Yeah.
how
Poetry and all that shit.
yeah. I fucking
Yeah.
adore that scene.
I love how in that scene they're both wearing Spider-Man colors. Peter's wearing blue, Otto's wearing red. Yeah,
And again, making connected like, oh yeah, Connors, you're Connors student. He says you're brilliant, and it's just like Dr.
Brilliant,
Lazy.
lazy.
But brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant, but lazy.
Yeah.
The fact that Connors and Octavius know each other now, it's just like, oh, that was a sweet.
Yeah, and then in the third movie they made him a fucking physicist. Oh, I was so mad.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and being so mad and just
Yeah.
being like, he's not a fucking physicist, he's a fucking biologist, god damn it.
Yeah, and he actually says the opposite of that. I'm a physicist, not a biologist.
I know. That part made me so
You
mad.
know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Is that the first one?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
first one.
I'm sorry. So next up we have
Whew.
Fantastic Four.
But not my favorite Fantastic Four.
I don't know if that's the word I'd use to
We
describe.
have the Tim Story. First of all, finding out that Tim Story was black and his name is Tim Story is actually hilarious. It's not a black name at all. Does that make me racist?
Well, thankfully you're the only one talking about it. We'd all get kind of scrutinized, except for maybe Ronan and
Yeah.
Claudia.
Yeah,
You and me,
Gotta-
definitely.
Gotta love your black and browns, huh? Am I right? Am I right?
I think there's like video of Jessica Alba like calling him daddy, like jokingly on set.
Hey, I got a good question. What is
Tim
Jessica
or
Alba?
Ion?
What?
What is Jessica Alba?
A
A
woman?
woman?
Sue Storm.
Same time.
No, you know what I mean. I've always wondered. Like, she's very racially ambiguous.
She's American.
She's Latina.
She is.
Alba.
You know the internet exists, right?
I'm
The
gonna
straight
be a
deadpan look on this man's face was just like, "Oh yeah, no fucking shit, Sherlock. I know the internet exists."
I use it for specific things, and I got banned, so I don't really use the internet like that. So
That doesn't shock me.
You got banned from your own internet in your own house.
You got time
Yes.
now.
Dang, she just got a divorce.
Yes.
That's something Phil would say, not you.
Jesus, like
Well, I knew about that.
her
I didn't need to
divorce
say
is
anything.
final in September. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Case
never
came
mind.
out to
She
play, bud.
never mind. I forgot. I didn't know she was married. I just found out she was dating Danny Ramirez a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah, Cakes came out to play, Chief.
You missed
She
your
saw
shot.
them new wings and
missed
was like, "Hello."
You missed the shot.
She took those wings for a spin.
it doesn't say what she was born in. Danish, Welsh, German, English, and French. And were children, and her grandparents were children of Mexican immigrants. Like I said, very racially ambiguous.
Second generation Chicana. Yeah.
Movie itself,
The movie's not bad. Honestly, I give it a B. I have fun with this film every
Yeah.
time I watch it. Like I have so much fun with this film. They want Jessica Alba naked a lot in this movie, but
more
it's
so
a
in the
good
second
movie. Yeah.
For
Nice
me,
feet.
have that put me up. That put me up a little bit.
Hey, no,
Um,
I said B, right? Yeah, B. No,
yeah,
what
you
did
said
I say?
you said B.
Okay. I thought Phil was gonna react to the last part, but he didn't.
No, he wasn't. Anyway, for me, it's a B as well. A high B. I put it in between Ghost Rider and Daredevil. Uh,
In
I
between. Oh, ooh, freaky.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Okay.
So the reason I say that is because it's a fun film. The only thing is, yes, there's a Jessica Alba thing, but everything else is great. I mean, Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. I thought that was really cool. And the thing, like, what's it? I forgot his name.
Michael
Michael
Chiklis.
Chiklis.
Yeah,
The Shield.
him playing the thing is just like out of this world. But what's his Ian Groford? Can't pronounce
Yeah.
his surname. He played Mr. Fantastic to a T. I just wish he comes back to the MCU. Though I really would like to see him in the council of Reed Richards. Yeah, Council of Reeds. Yeah, I would like to see that. But for me, it's a B, high B.
So this one was never one I had on as much as the others because at this time in my life, while I enjoyed the Fantastic Four cartoons, they were ever my favorite characters. But I did have fun memories watching this movie. And of the cartoons and comics that I had read from them, my favorite character out of them was Ben Grimm, and that was definitely the case for these movies too. Thought that honestly, all four of them definitely brought something to the roles in this first movie, less so in the second one. But a problem this one shares with the second movie. Again, no disrespect to the actor, but I was just never able to get into Julian McMahon as Doom. Even in this first movie, which is regarded as being much better than the second one, has some good moments. The Wolverine face change still makes me laugh. That's still pretty funny. And this movie too. I remember when I saw that Chris Evans was going to play in this movie, and I'm like, wait, the guy from what the hell was he in right before this? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, but I saw that, and I think that's when I fell in love with Johnny Storm, was because of this portrayal. He was never my favorite character before this, but he and Ben Grimm were definitely the standouts. I'd have to watch this one again, but going off memory, I'd give it a B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil's
I like it enough.
That's the way I like it.
It's a B. I mean, everyone understood their assignment for the most part. I mean, it's kind of a by the numbers. It's Fox's, okay, we've got the Fantastic Four. Let's go ahead and do what Singer did with the X-Men. Let's do something kind of similar, but also kind of blueprinty. We'll fucking tinker here, take liberties here, and just kind of do generic actiony fucking bullshit. And tie the origins of, we're going to kind of do the Batman effect. We're going to tie the villain's origin with the hero's origin. And that's what they did. It's fine. Like, it doesn't really. It's a fine adaptation. The character portrayals for the most part are good. It just doesn't. The scale this movie offers doesn't quite service the grandness and the fantasticalness that is the Fantastic Four. So I give it a B.
Seems like we're all in agreement.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo that sentiment as well of B. The two films from Tom Story, they were big parts of my childhood. Granted, they were the third tier. It was like, all right, X-Men, Spider-Man, and then the Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, alongside the cartoons, this also helped solidify a lot of my affection for the team. Yeah, it was weird as a kid. Like, I went with the whole casting of Doom, but I was just like, shouldn't he be from Europe? And like, I don't know. It feels there should be more of a rivalry between him and Reed, although there is. But I don't know. It felt a little off, and I was like, all right, whatever. Yeah, this film was one of the first films I saw Chris Evans that made me a fan of him as an actor, not just as just Johnny Storm, but like I like what he was doing. And Chickless for that time really brought what I had such sympathy for Ben Grimm. And yeah, I just adore it. What's weird is that this movie came out in 2005. The Incredibles came out in 2004. So it didn't help that, like, oh yeah, a year before that one movie, they nailed the FF without being the FF.
The unofficial Fantastic Four did it better.
Yeah. Jessica Alba did something to me as a kid, and I'll just say that respectively. So yeah, I like it. I even like the theme of it. I liked the main theme of FF, and I liked how they used their powers together. Again, it's a very simple action scene, but at the end, when they take down Doom, they use science to beat them, and they all had to use their abilities in some fashion. And I was like, all right, that's teamwork right there for you.
Yeah, Cameron, he was.
I mean, that last fight in that movie just feels like, kind of a cover on a comic book.
Yeah.
But when you think about it from like a movie standpoint, right? Like that's not, is that really how you want to like crescendo your film about these amazing people? I mean, granted, look at how they ended the new movie. You just have Galactus and Silver Surfer falling through a portal.
Yeah.
But even then, like, you went to a whole other planet. You saw the size of Galactus. Like, there's so much scale that I keep thinking about after seeing First Steps, that just the other three movies, between this one, Silver Surfer, and Four Stick, they just didn't fucking care enough to pay attention to. That new one, like, I just keep thinking about, like, again, like the scale of it, and they got it right. Whereas this one, that's kind of the big mark misser for me, is like, I don't think the story is quite there to service the scale and brevity that these characters are. So yeah. I'm with everyone. B.
Yeah. Plus, they weren't beaten in First Steps, whereas the villains actually were beaten at the end of all these other movies.
It's true.
So yeah, I think we're all in agreement on B.
B.
Yeah,
B. B for Bussy.
The fact that it's above X-Men is a little crazy.
Yeah, again, yeah. X2. Can I start it off
with the horrible?
Yeah. Let's go down to
Yeah, go down up.
Let's go from the.
This will be interesting.
Much like my sentiments for X-Men 1, I also believe this one. You know what? I believe it should be an S tier, but if it's an A or B, I wouldn't be mad about it. I really dug this one, but even as a kid, I was just like, wait, where's Cyclops? Where's the rest of everybody? Okay, I like Wolverine. I'm happy, but I'm like, where the fuck is everybody else? Yeah, I mean, everybody is gonna say the Nightcrawler opening is phenomenal. Alan Cummings is incredible as Nightcrawler, in my opinion. Even the fact that he kept the accent, and I was just like, oh, that's the German right there. And this might have been the first time I would have seen what it meant for someone to come out, even though it's not about a
Right.
gay person, it's about a mutant, and yet it's so similar and such the same thing. And I remember being like, "Fuck, man!" And again, it was spoilers, but it's the worst scenario that could happen to you is that you come out and you have no support. And I was just like, God damn, man, that broke my heart as a kid. I was just
And
like,
you
what
get the
the fuck?
authorities sent after you.
Yeah, the cops and all that stuff with his brother, and I was just like, even as a kid, I was like, "Oh, come on, man, Bobby's cool. What the fuck y'all doing?" And yeah, that really broke my heart as a kid and whatnot. And yeah, and the way it ends with I mean, Wolverine before Logan, before the Wolverine, that mansion scene, you got the wrong school, bub, and I was just like going to town, and I was just like, me and my dad were just like, oh shit, it's as close as he's gonna get to the cartoon and whatnot or the comics.
When he
And-
runs at that one fool down the hallway with his claw up by his face.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, so I believe this movie should be an S tier or A, in my opinion. But I know people have mixed feelings of those early X-Men movies, and yeah, I mean Hugh Jackman just kept getting better and better as Logan.
Agreed.
Also, can I say before we go any further, God Loves, Man Kills. Go read the comic because that book inspired the hell out of this movie. I prefer the comic over the movie, to be quite frank. It's way more cerebral, especially right now where we're at. But yeah, also the scene with Charles talking to Stryker about like, my God, that's your son. What would you do? He's like, no, my son's dead. It's like the rest of you, and I was just like, whew. That's why my family wasn't conservative. That's all I'm gonna say.
Phil?
Or should we let Mike say something? Hello, Mike. Welcome
Hey,
to
Mikey.
the stream.
Congrats on HCA, man.
Congrats
No.
on. So now you're AAFCA and HCA and NIGGA.
Somebody please clip that.
Somebody clip that.
That
Somebody
was
clip
something else.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh.
If that's not a more welcoming thing, I don't know what the fuck
You
is with
can't
this
be
show.
mad at that one, Mike.
I can't, man. Yeah, but thank y'all. Thank y'all. Congrats. Nah, I should be congratulating you, man. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just making moves in silence. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Just waiting on just waiting on my first screeners. I check my email every day.
I'll show you a move in silence. What?
What?
Wait, what?
Okay, but Mike, go ahead and rate this. Yeah, I'm finna just go check on my kid real quick. She's oddly quiet.
Okay. X2, hey everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. X2 should be S tier. I think I don't want films that kind of adjust to the time. You have to remember what these films meant at the time when they came out. Like, was arguably one of the greatest comic movies of all time before Spider-Man 2. And the fact that no film like in history over juggled that many comic book characters at that time, and arguably to some people that's their favorite X-Men movie in a trilogy, in the original trilogy, and it's my favorite. Yeah, there's a lot of iconic moments. Again, the Nightcrawler opening scene and Jean sacrificing herself, Wolverine, and in the X Mansion and everything like that. Yeah, there's just a lot of iconic moments. I think we're all going to remember that as comic book fans and stuff. So, yeah, S tier. Matter of fact, let me put S or A because you put the first Spider-Man. Now I'm looking at your ranking here. I put it at A.
I said Spider-Man should have gone an S, but I got out.
I agree too. I'm confused with that, but I wasn't here.
Phil?
And how you put fucking Blade 2, like to both Blades are better than the first one? You shitting me?
We would have fought together on that, Mike.
Okay, all right.
It's okay. I'm not whooping your asses today. Whose turn is it, Phil?
Yeah, Phil, go ahead.
Side note, my daughter is sleep. K-pop D Hunters does the trick every time. She sang her soul happy and went to sleep. I should wake her up though, because she'll be up all night. And I'm eating a pork chop because I'm black.
There it is.
I think, man, this one's. There's so many mixed feelings about the X-Men movies now
Oh yeah.
because of
agree.
just like
Singer.
number one, who made them. Number two, the things that have come in wake of the X-Men films and just the gradual evolution of comic book films. But at the same time, I'm just like, I look at X2 and I think more it gets so much more credit, rightfully so. Definitely more for the cast than it does anything for the stories or anything for the storytelling or any of the way that it's shot technically or any some of the effects. I think the movies themselves have great casts for the most part, and I think people really like seeing these versions of these characters interact, specifically like Charles Xavier and Ian and Eric Lynch, Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart and the like, and of course Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Like, but then like the film nerd in me nitpicks the shit out of everything. I just look at this movie and I'm like, God, this is so dated. It's so blah. But then I look at the scene where Jean dies and I'm like, God damn it, they did it again. So like, I give it a B.
All right. So, yeah, this one I do have a lot of fondness for. Me and my brother watched a lot of the X-Men stuff as we were growing up. He was only really into the movies. I was more into the cartoons and comics alongside it, um, which made a viewing experience for one of the movies on this list very difficult. But I love a lot of what this movie did. Of course, as it's been mentioned, the opening Nightcrawler sequence, the home invasion stuff with Wolverine. Uh, this is also the only time you saw this version of Colossus do anything cool, where he steeled up and walked through those two guys in the room. He didn't do
Steeled
anything
up.
cool other than that.
Steeled up, bro.
Yeah, it was the only cool thing he did.
Ayo.
Yeah. I liked the dynamic between a number of the characters in this. Like Ronan said, the coming out stuff to Bobby's parents. I thought, hit the note that it was definitely meant to. And this movie's very Star Trek 2 in a lot of ways of the X-Men movies. Ronan just left.
Yeah, I can understand that comparison.
And I liked this one quite a lot. It's my favorite of that trilogy, and arguably my favorite where you have the X-Men as a team. And a lot of people look at it and say that it's dated or that it's simple by comparison to a lot of stuff that's come out now. But on one hand, that's kind of what I like about it. So
I did.
Yeah, I know you did.
Just
That's what I was getting at.
Just pointing that out. I did.
Yeah, but I said on the other hand, that's kind of what I like about it. So
To La DD,
yeah, I'll go S.
you'll go S all night.
For me, as the storytelling, it was really well done, and the action scenes from Hugh Jackman in the mansion was brilliant. And I also felt like the continuation from X1, it was like brilliantly done, and I felt that with Stryker's involvement, Brian Cox's involvement in this film, I thought it was really interesting. So yeah, in all honesty, I'll have to give it an A, not an S, an A.
Fair enough.
To be honest, that's actually something that I actually am not too fond of. I love Brian Cox as an actor. I don't think he was right for Stryker.
Who would
think.
you have cast?
I mean,
Hell, X Men
And-
Origins had a decent striker.
I would actually argue that a lot of the other following X-Men films had much better strikers than Brian Cox, like Danny Houston and dude from Days
Apocalypse.
of Future Past and Apocalypse. Yeah, Josh something Hellman, something like that. No,
Josh Hellman, I think.
that might be it. I don't know. But in like the year 2000, who would I cast as striker? Fuck, that's a loaded question. I don't know, because he Stryker in a lot of ways is to the X-Men what Thunderbolt Ross is to Hulk. You need someone like just straight up dedicated to just getting the mutants. Well, Stryker and Trask, they're almost one and the same if you go by the source material. I don't know, but my point is like that's kind of what really kind of brings the movie down for me. Like and even like as a kid and even now, like I love Brian Cox. I love him in a lot of other shit, but I always look at X2 and I'm like, you're the thing that doesn't work for me in this movie. That's just me.
That's fair. By the way,
Lance-
hey Draven.
Lance, did you give it anything?
No. Oh, thank you, Draven. Draven actually told me this as I was exiting the men's room at Comic-Con. So
That's cool, man.
yeah,
Choke
that
on
was
chode.
Yeah, that was that. So yeah. I give X, and I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, simple, and to the point. I thoroughly enjoyed X2. Do not enjoy his wig that he wore in this film. But I like the whole Bobby Drake coming out. Have you tried not being a mutant? What? Excuse me? What? And I always felt as if like, why is being a mutant why is being a mutant scarier than being what happened to Spider-Man? Why is being a mutant scarier than I don't know.
Same way Hugh Jackman phrased it in
other
the movie when they
superhero.
say mutant problem. He goes, "What mutant problem?"
Like I would love to be Iceman. Like just turn my whole body into some ice and to basically be a naked boulder. I'm here for it all day.
You could have done something with that back in the day.
Yeah, I could have done something with that. I could have made some money. All right. Could have sailed on over to where Phil lives at, and we paint the town black.
We make it black and yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, black and yellow and black.
I need a Wolverine costume for that to work, but okay.
Okay, yeah, but I will give this film a solid A for me. It's an A for me. So what does that leave it?
Well, you had S, B,
S.
And 1A.
S, A, S. So
Ronan also said
Did
S, and he's
someone
coming back.
say 1A?
I fucking thought of that as soon as they said it, and I was hoping.
What
no one would
A?
do it.
What A? So it leaves it in S.
Yeah.
And first we talk about IGN. Now we're bringing angry video game nerds in. What next?
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. We can do them in order. The Amazing
it's not-
Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Oh,
Okay.
this will be
S.
fun.
Yeah.
I love this film. Amazing Spider-Man 1 is S. It took a darker tone to Spider-Man, but I thoroughly enjoyed everything they did with it. Andrew Garfield sets this rating over the top. I love the introduction of the lizard. I love the initial fight with the lizard in the school when he was like crawling around him like a legitimate spider. I love that, webbing him up. I love the establishing the relationship between Peter and Gwen. I love all that stuff. His first swing, I know Phil will be able to appreciate this. It's akin to the first flight from Man of Steel to me. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love this movie. This will always be one of my favorite Spider-Man films.
All right.
So where did you put it?
S.
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 He said
Okay.
S.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, though. That's a
That's a
We'll
different
get there.
conversation.
We'll get
different beast.
That's
We'll
a
get
different beast. For me personally, this is a really well done film, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't see this as theaters, unfortunately, but I heard that the experience there was brilliant. So
Get out.
What? Oh,
I'm kidding, man.
I was going through college, so anyway, I have to give this an S as well. So
All right. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
this was a weird movie for me when I first saw it because it was in the summer right before I started my senior year of high school. And you guys know me, I love all of the Toby Spider-Man movies to bits. So
Are we about to get a
when
secret
I
origin
found out,
secret villain origin story?
when I found out that the fourth one wasn't happening and they replaced it for this, my first thoughts as a stupid 17-year-old were, the fuck does this guy think he is? Where's the real Spider-Man 4 at? What's this imitation bullshit I have right in front of me?
Guys,
was-
it's the prototype Snyder fan.
Yeah, I was that Snyder fan before Snyder fans surfaced. Yeah,
Damn.
I was not nice toward this movie. But you know what? Grew up a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Got out of my feelings and just looked at the movie for what it was. And all this time later, I think it gets the heart of Spider-Man really down to a T. Great relationship between Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. Just their chemistry worked really well, so well that they went on to date. And I liked a lot of the action here. The final swing in particular, I love, but also this movie has one of my favorite sequences in any Spider-Man movie, which is the crane swinging sequence. Because like I talked about with Spider-Man 2, one of the best things about any good Spider-Man movie is that when the city helps out Spider-Man. So I loved that part. Risa Fons as Kurt Connors, I didn't love that part. That's probably where it falters a little bit for me. And also, because this movie came out only 10 years after the first Spider-Man, they had to go a different way of doing the whole, great power, great responsibility deal. So they phrase it a little differently. And you can kind of tell at some points they're trying to be different from what was done. And, they went down the whole route of, investigating Peter's parents, which I look back at that part particularly. I'm like, did we really need this? And especially with where that leads in the second film, I'm like, do we really need this? But no, I thought Andrew Garfield was really charming in the role. And all this time later, even though I was shitting on this movie when it first came out, through no fault of its own, really, that was just me at that point in life. There are a couple things that bring this movie down for me, but all this time later, I think it's earned an A.
Okay.
Amusing. I passed a college class because of this movie,
Oh, really?
and I'm very, very proud of that. I passed a course on atheism because of this film. We were tasked to write a paper. I wrote one about Spider-Man. So, yeah, because the movie was coming out, I was really looking forward to it. So, I have nothing bad to say about this movie in the absolute slightest. The Lizard is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. He always has been. So I was already on board because you're using one of my favorites, and I love when my favorite Spider-Man villains gets used. So I thought all of that was intriguing. I, being on the other end of the Spider-Man fandom spectrum, being not quite so large on Tobey Maguire, went in with this one. I was like, oh, okay, what's Andrew Garfield all about? And I was pleasantly surprised. I really liked his Spider-Man a lot. I like his Peter Parker a lot too. I actually found it kind of cool that he skateboard, and people are like, oh, he's a fucking nerd, he doesn't skate. And I'm like, dude, I used to skate and I'm a nerd, shut up.
Can you do a
But
kick flip?
yeah, I used to be able to do all that shit. I used to be able to do a lot of the shit that he did in that movie.
Even the
But
web slinging?
I wish. Oh, I wish. But I really like Sally Field's Aunt May. I thought she was more spunky and very no nonsense as Aunt May, and I like that a lot. And I'm a Stone, man. Like what what more could you say? I think Dennis Leary is Captain Stacy. He's great too. Again, like I really don't have anything bad to say about this movie. Like, if anything, the nitpicks all stem from the fact that, like, yeah, they kind of retool the origin in a way that's not so obvious, and yeah, there's some questionable CGI and even just aesthetic choices going on with the lizard. But even then, like, I've always said, like, the lizard looks more like his first appearance in the Ditko Lee era than it did in later, more modern appearances where he's got like the fucking snout. He's just like more of a humanoid lizard type of deal. But yeah, it's one of my favorites, man. I flaws and all, I put it in S.
Okay. Next.
You're muted.
You're muted, yeah.
Let's put it in A and keep it moving.
All
right. So does that place it
A?
Okay. Next up, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Just gonna keep it short, sweet, to the point. I'll give this movie a C.
Ooh.
So much dropped potential.
Ooh.
So much dropped potential. The only thing, the one thing that, and they made fun of this point in No Way Home. Lightning fixed his comb over and his teeth. But this so much drop potential. They tried to cram as many villains in this film as they could, and it did not work because they did not do it well. No Way Home did it better.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
What did No Way Home do better?
Having a lot of villains.
Oh,
or better versions.
But then again, you already knew them all. So
well, that's just a fucking problem for comic book films. Period.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna give it a C because the only thing that was good about this film was the score, and other than that, I didn't like the Green Goblin and like the design for him. It was like
looked like he had a disease. Well, I mean, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
He did have a disease, but it was like
it was gross.
Yeah, it was gross. Yeah, so that's what turned me off. Anyway, Jake, you can go next. I almost called you Finn for a second.
Man, this movie.
Complimentary.
Wow. I mean, when you look at The Amazing Spider-Man 2, think the suit's great, Andrew Garfield's great, Gwen Stacy's great, the score and the action are pretty solid. Story-wise, this movie falls apart at almost every turn because, like Lance said, overstuffed with too many villains, and I don't think a single one of them land. I love Paul Giamatti, but I don't know what the hell they were doing with Rhino in this movie. It's like they gave him 5 Red Bulls and a mound of cocaine and said, "Go for it." I don't get what that was supposed to be. And Electro was, again, just that archetype that's used in so many comic movies where it's like the weirdo gets scorned by the hero and then turns evil because of it. They do that in so many comic movies, and sometimes it works, but this time it just didn't. Then you get Green Goblin, which you can tell, you have Green Goblin and Gwen Stacy in the same Spider-Man movie. You know where that's leading, and I feel like especially in the final action sequence, you can tell that they're just finding excuses to put Gwen where she needs to be in order for that to happen. And also, this movie kind of commits, I think, a cardinal sin to Spider-Man, which is making it to where only Peter's DNA was tailored to get powers from the spider and no one else could. That defeats the whole point of Spider-Man, of him just being an everyman, and instead you make it this whole chosen one prophecy bullshit, and I just didn't like that. While this movie has good elements, from a narrative point, it just falls apart completely. So I'd probably say D, if I'm being honest. It's not the worst film ever, but man, it was rough.
Let us have it, Phil.
This is like going from Batman 89 to Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Because you jump the gun with 3 villains out the gate. Not one of them are appealing in any regard. They're not appealing. I'm not saying you can't even hardly like you don't even understand. I mean, you can kind of understand Electro's motivations slightly, but not really. I can't. I like Dane DeHaan. I think he's a good actor. That version of Harry Osborn is somehow more just intolerable than the Franco one.
Wow.
I did not like it at all. Just wow. Then that Green Goblin. Oh man, I've said since for the last decade plus, it's meth goblin. It's junkie goblin. He looks like a fucking junkie, and it's bad. Here's the worst part. Okay, of all of this, we all love to clown Paul Giamatti as the Rhino, right? Guys, here's the sad truth. Paul Giamatti's Rhino is still the most accurate Rhino we've had on screen to date.
I never thought I would say his Rhino looked amazing in comparison to anything, but after watching Craven, that changed.
Yep. And you know what? Spider-Man's suit looks amazing in this movie, and that's full pun intended for sure.
Yeah.
The Gwen Peter stuff is great.
Oh yeah.
That's really the saving grace of this movie is like his suit looks great, the action is great, the swinging's great, his stuff with Gwen is great. Not one of the villains are memorable. They leave an impression. They don't do anything fucking super terrifying. They don't do anything cool. It's all very tropey. It's very just by the numbers and just very bloated. Like I remember even just leading up to this movie, just the questions, the constant fucking with fans, the black box with number 3 of possibly being Venom, and all this other bunch of dumb bullshit.
All the Sinister Six setup, yeah.
Yeah,
it's like Seven Webhead, man.
Whatever, bro. Like you get what I'm saying though. Like they really just looked at what Marvel Studios did after Amazing 1, and they went, okay, we need to do that with our next movie, but we need to have it cater to Spider-Man specifically. We're gonna have him fight 3 fucking villains. He's gonna lose Gwen, but he's gonna become better because of it. And that's gonna lead to Sinister Six, Spider-Man 3 and 4. And then everyone in the room went, date.
Then we're gonna fire Andrew Garfield because he gets sick and doesn't attend a meeting.
God, this
Or
fucking
he doesn't bow.
This movie, man. This movie is just a weird anomaly. Like, it made money, but it was so critically panned, and fans and critics alike were just like, no thanks. So much so, Sony was like, well, fuck, what do we do now? And then Marvel Studios was like, how you doing?
We'll cut you a deal.
Dude, I can't give it anything less than a C or anything higher than a B. I'm going with probably C.
There's so many subplots in this movie that went nowhere.
Yep, that too.
Yep.
And then the biggest cardinal sin, you cut out fucking Shailene Woodley as Mary Jane
As Mary
Watson.
Jane.
Yep.
Crying shame.
Yeah.
Crying shame.
And make Felicity Jones limited to what, 2 scenes?
Ugh, don't even. Man, why did you have to remind me of that?
Oh, don't forget they tried to just randomly add in what was
His
it?
dad at the end.
Alistair Smythe.
Alistair Smythe.
They tried
DJ
to
Novak. That's
They
right.
tried to add him in randomly.
Yeah, the dad's
Technically,
alive.
you
on
had
the
4
deleted
villains
scene.
in that movie.
Or, yeah.
The dad's alive.
In the scene, deleted scene.
Yeah. Let's just say the fact that in the MCU writers came in and made Jamie Foxx's Electro infinitely better.
Yeah.
Infinitely better. Funny.
How you like the new?
Quippy. How you like the new? Hey,
How'd you
How you
like
like the new?
He said, "Hey,
Yeah.
I understand everything you're saying. I understand everything. But can I ask you a question? These your Legos?" Like, that's like
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man you could describe as amazing. The rest of this movie
I
is
just
not
know
that.
there's a black Spider-Man out there somewhere.
the fact that Andrew said, "Man, I'm sorry."
I know, right?
Yeah.
He's genuinely sad that he can't be fucking black. For
He got shit talked by him too. He's like,
Oh,
"You didn't
God.
try to save me. You ain't even the shit no more."
You ain't even a shit no more. I said, what?
He's
Man.
like, oh man.
It's
Dad.
like,
He said, well, I'm in the woods.
Hey, stop that. You are amazing.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
say it. You are amazing.
Amazing.
So where's this one landing?
Mike didn't
Yeah.
go yet.
Yeah, Mike, where's it
Oh.
landing for you?
Mike.
I'm going
Yeah.
for C.
See,
Yep.
that's
Right.
fair. I think
Ugh.
that's fair. And with that, I think this is where
Oh, we gotta start on that next time. Jesus.
we're gonna start on. We're gonna start
Oh.
on.
No, can we just get this one out of the way real
Please
quick?
get this
Okay.
out of the way. Please.
Is there a dang it, I need to make a new tier for utter dog shit.
This is
Oh.
Apocalypse, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can we go down up?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Mike, go ahead. Go on. How do you feel about X-Men Apocalypse?
I think his glasses tell it all.
Yeah. It does.
I think the Quicksilver scene was better than
So the only thing it did better.
I disagree.
Fair enough.
they had the best looking Jubilee, but just like with all Asians in X-Men movies, they cut him out. They listen, yeah, don't give me the mic. I'll turn this bitch down. Listen, give me a Weapon X, accurate Weapon X Wolverine. Cool.
Not quite, because the red laser wasn't there. They wanted to
I
show
don't
you
give a
Jackman's
shit.
face.
I don't give a shit. That's good. I just give him something to dart. I give him the decency. Hey, well, you tried. You gave him,
You're baking the cake that said you tried to.
yeah. Archangel, same thing. You tried.
Oh.
Psylocke, hey, Olivia Munn. Hey, look good in those tights, but hey, you tried. I can keep
Archangel
going.
made me appreciate Last Stand Angel more.
I can keep going, but I'd rather not. Let's just go. It wasn't as unbearable as I won't put in F tier. I'll put in the D tier. I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think there's worse shit in this lineup than that. This is not the lowest. This is not the lowest X-Men prequel movie. No way. But it's down there.
Ronan, if you want to go.
Oh man, I'm gonna make this quick. Listen, the movie by today's standards is a meh or fine, but Jesus, the disappointment I had of the potential, and like Mike said, fucking Jubilee, awesome. I'm a fan of that actress. Cut away, and we don't see shit from her anymore, which always fucking annoys the shit out of me. And I'm gonna go with Dick on this one. The Weapon X shit, they fucking chickened out. They could have gone full on with the visor and shit, and it's just like they chickened out. And I was just like, God damn it, man. I love you, man. Looks great, but what the fuck? Archangel, don't even get me fucking. I prefer Ben Foster's Angel over this one. Jesus.
Right.
I said the Quicksilver scene is good. And hold on a second. Let me see. Hold on. I'm in traffic.
Wait, look out.
Yeah. I'm alive.
I just did a joke from Drax. It's whatever.
God damn it. Yeah, man. I don't ever really go back to this film. I was just like, God damn it. And then the worst card of all, what they did to my boy Oscar. I was like, wow. That's all I'm gonna go fucking D. Fuck it.
Phil. That's all right. Take a big inhale before this.
What are you puffing on?
Wisdom.
Those little baby coughs.
What made you crack right there?
This movie, man. Let me tell you, this was the first time in my let's see, I'm 33. I've been watching these movies since I was 9. So, 20 something years of watching these movies. This was the first one that I avidly made the decision to not go see in the theater because I knew it looked like dog water from the trailers.
Dog water.
I was like, there is no way that they are going to one up Days of Future Past with Apocalypse and get Apocalypse right. And even those trailers, man, they just fucking. Why the fuck do my dogs have to fucking bark right now, bro? Like what the fuck?
You got dogs
Such
and cats. Have they
Yeah.
been do they commingle? If you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, they're fine. They're cool. When it
No,
comes to other cats, though.
No, I'm saying you know what I mean by commingle.
He means cat
Oh,
dog
no.
reboot.
Oh,
No, man, but I remember watching this movie like a couple years after the fact. Just sheer curiosity. I was like, okay, how bad is this? And I remember, I'm gonna echo everything Mike said. Oh, you got Caliban? Oh, you tried. Archangel? Yeah, nice try. Olivia Munn? Yeah, you look good. That's it. Fucking whatever Homegirl was doing is Storm.
Mohawk. We got the Mohawk.
Nah,
Nice
that's
barber.
great. That's one thing.
Yeah, but-
That's one thing. That's like saying the most accurate thing about the Thing in the Fan Four Stick film is the rocks, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
No, it's Kate Mara's wig.
then there's that too. But then you got fucking man. Why do they keep casting such fucking wimps as Scott Summers? I did not like Ty Sheridan, and I don't like James Marsden. Marsden, yeah.
Marsden.
I don't really like Marsden all that much. I want a believable leader of the fucking X-Men, and I haven't gotten it yet. And then
Havoc felt more like a leader than he did.
I like Sophia Turner. She's great. But I laughed at like all of their armor. I laughed at like all of the bullshit going on with Apocalypse is like one of the coolest X-Men villains. And when you just watch this movie and you go from, oh, okay, we've got some like Terminator-esque inspired like T-1000, Sentinels, you go from that to, oh, we're just doing a typical run-of-the-mill ancient bad guy who's been locked away for thousands of years, and he can kind of do some overpowering shit. That's about it. And it's like, bro, Apocalypse is so much more than that, and it's such a shame that these next two films like get the shaft hard. And even then, I still like Dark Phoenix more. This movie is fucking dog water, and I can't stand it. I even leading up to the end of this movie, I said, watch, they're gonna fucking murk Apocalypse with the Phoenix Force. That's exactly what fucking happened. It's like, oh, okay, well, that's where the next movie's going. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And listen, Mike, when I say I like Dark Phoenix more than this movie, think about it. That bar is not high.
It's not. No, none of it's high.
No,
We're not even.
No, bro.
I'm just saying. No. I'm saying everything what you're saying is accurate, and
It's a shame. And this movie is such a cobbled together mess because you can tell that Bryan Singer wasn't present for like 3/4 of it.
and then you spend like I don't know how much money on those fucking costumes in the last 2 seconds and shit.
Oh
trying to be
God.
somewhat
Yeah,
comic
that was
accurate.
really bad.
And like
Hey.
you guys just like fuck you guys for that.
You want to
Like,
talk about a cardinal sin in a comic book film? There's that.
Yeah.
like you gave Nightcrawler the only best looking one out of that was aside from Cyclops. It was
You
all
give
right.
Cyclops this fucking yellow strap.
But Nightcrawler with the shit like with the red and come on.
Yeah. But
Everybody else is whatever, but but
whoa. Man, to kind of echo what the rest of the guys have said, you might look at some movies either on this list or in the rest of the X-Men franchise you might argue that there are objectively worse ones out there, and I can see that argument. But when I tell you that no other movie in that franchise pissed me off as much as this one did, that is saying something. Because I
Just real quick, I have a hot take regarding this movie.
What's up?
I actually think the slow motion running sequence with Quicksilver is fucking dog water too. I think the first one at Days of Future Past is better.
Fair enough.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I would always make a tradition of going to see these movies with my dad, and we saw this one like pretty late into its theater run, if I remember right. Like it had been out for like 3-4 weeks. We had caught a late viewing. There were not many people in our theater. As soon as that movie ended, I got up. We both got up hating that movie, being big X-Men fans, just essentially ranting and yelling at each other in full agreement, not in like an argument or anything, but in full agreement about everything this movie got wrong. And it made me appreciate aspects of Last Stand more. Like Ronan said, Ben Foster's Angel looks like it. I mean, okay, so Ben Foster's Angel and Last Stand compared to this makes it look like Ben Affleck to George Clooney in Batman. That's how bad of a comparison it is. And you got a lot of people that look the parts. Olivia Munn looked like Psylocke. Alexandra Shipp looked like Storm.
No, she didn't.
Anyway.
I'm glad I didn't say it. Oh man,
no, she did not.
I didn't want to be the one to say it.
I'll say it for you.
Okay.
I rebuke any light-skinned Storm.
A Storm. She looked like a Storm.
I rebuke any
she
light-skinned
did.
Storm.
She did not look like. She did not look like a Storm. She looked like one of those weird cosplayers.
Not only that, she didn't really even look like a young Halle Berry.
I didn't interrupt you guys.
I'm sorry. Oh, Jake, are you trying to scold two black guys? Is that what we're doing, Jake?
2 black guys and a white guy.
Well, 3 if you count me, because I got a black card.
Oh yeah, Phil got a black card. Okay, sorry, Jake. Go ahead. I just want to say no, she did not.
Fair enough. But no, I mean, you got so many characters that are just not what they should be. Like Ronan said, they chickened out with the Wolverine sequence. And what I hated about these newer prequel movies is how it was always them becoming the X-Men. You never got to see them as the X-Men. And especially in this movie, that was the biggest problem. Because, First Class, yeah, you have the First Class, that's fine. Days of Future Past obviously ends in a different way. Because they're resetting timeline. You'd think you would start with an established X-Men team in this movie. This movie starts, team's gone again. And right at the very end, you tease them in comic-accurate suits, only to throw them all away. And then Apocalypse himself, I mean, you look at Apocalypse himself, and someone said, hey, what if we gave a blue avatar, a bunch of gray armor, and had him wear a condom on his head? How would that work? That's what Apocalypse was in this movie. Not only did his design look god-awful, but you have him in one of the laziest writing sequences I can think of in a comic movie, to where he learns about the world, touching a TV screen and going, learning. It's like, fuck you guys.
That was actually hilarious, bro.
It was hilariously bad.
Yeah.
And in these movies, you can tell that not only Jennifer Lawrence, which is the more agreed upon one, but even Nicholas Hoult is getting progressively worse in these movies. And I didn't love his Hank McCoy to begin with, but those two, and even to an extent, people might argue this, but this is where James McAvoy was starting to get worse too, and then that derailed in the fourth film. Now, I think Fassbender is on his game in all these movies, but they just continue. They just wrote him terribly, especially coming after First Class and Days of Future Past. The Auschwitz scene has some merit to it, but man, it just completely falls apart.
That gold nugget gets outshined by all the shit and dirt in that movie.
Yeah, the literal shit and dirt in that movie.
Not only that, this is also just pointing out not Nicholas Holt's worst comic book movie role. That mantle belongs to, of course, his take on Lex Luthor, aka angry video game nerd who Mike just got up and decided to crash out over again. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
This wasn't even his worst X-Men movie. But
no,
it was not. But man, when I tell you, like I said, there are probably objectively worse films on this list. but I hate this film so much. F tier.
Oh, wow. 2 Ds and an
Okay.
F. Okay.
For me, I'm gonna keep it short and simple.
Wait, 3
F.
Ds and an F.
Sorry, I had to get all that out of my system.
3 Ds, 2 Fs. Okay. Okay.
Make that a third F. So it's a fail. Short and sweet. Mike, you're muted.
This for you, Phil.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to rub his lips over that.
1A! 1A!
Trying to rub his lips over that bald plastic head.
No, I ain't that type of show.
I'm gonna give it an F. Yeah,
Okay.
straight up F.
Okay.
And
2 Ds, 3 Fs.
I'm gonna give it an F as well. Apocalypse giving everybody colorful BDSM makeovers. Angel being alive in this timeline, even though he's the same age technically in the future, makes no sense. Also him having like Angel as a whole was just hot dog water. Them making Storm a villain first, hot dog water. Psylocke, hot dog water.
I mean, it's just hot. It's just dog water.
Yeah. Magneto, again, mass genocide because his daughter got killed. Like that whole thing could have just
His
been
whole new family.
his
got
whole new
fucking
wife
his
murdered.
whole
daughter.
family. That could have been like a conversation that could have just settled that, but no, they want to give people trauma. Whatever. What else? Ty Sheridan, the third Cyclops recast.
Technically
Okay, cool.
third, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. It's still dumb. Yeah. Cool. The Nightcrawler was cool. Other than that, this movie is hot dog water, like hot dog water. That's
We now have
sitting in the sun, like
There
all
should be
night.
another. There should
Like-
be another tier below. Haven't seen just HDW hot dog water.
Matter of fact,
this is now the second time in a row where we are not going to acknowledge that Mystique and Nightcrawler are mother and son.
but it's not even that. It's even you have so much hot dog water that the girl on fire is actually in this, and the reason why this thing is hot dog water. It's the main problem.
She is not the highest of this movie's problems.
She is the highest of problems of this entire trilogy.
Ivan.
It's not a trilogy, it's a
Also, they made
quadrilogy.
Oscar Isaac look like Ivan Ooze.
That they did,
Yes.
and he has since redeemed himself with Moon Knight and Poe Dameron. Thanks.
And,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.